Change doesn't come when you're comfortable. It doesn't come when life is easy, when everything is working in your favor. Change comes when life knocks you down, when your back's against the wall, when you've got no one to call and no way out. That's when it happens. That's when the shift begins, when you're exhausted, angry, broken, when you've hit rock bottom and the only way forward is through the fire. That's where growth lives. Not in comfort, not in ease, but in pain, because pain is the teacher, pain is the test, pain is the process. Most people run from it. But the few, the strong, they embrace it, they face it, they use it to forge themselves into something greater. You want to level up? Stop chasing comfort. Comfort doesn't build warriors, it buries them. Comfort is the slowest death you'll ever know. It kills your spirit long before it kills your body. Discipline, sacrifice, suffering. That's the path, that's the grind that breaks the weak and sharpens the chosen. You weren't built to coast. You weren't built to be average. You were built to conquer. And to conquer, you must suffer, you must bleed, you must embrace the war. Understand this. You don't grow in the light, you grow in the dark. You grow when it hurts. You grow when your mind says quit, but your soul screams keep going. Every stronger version of you is waiting out there. In the fire you keep avoiding. And he's waiting for one thing, for you to step up, for you to face the pain. So here's your choice: stay safe, stay comfortable, stay average, or burn the comfort, chase the pain. Embrace the process, because no one's coming to save you. No one's going to hand you greatness. It's on you, always has been, always will be. So suffer now, or stay sorry forever. Crush every excuse. Welcome pain like a brother, because he's not here to destroy you, he's here to forge you. Let it break you, let it shape you, let it carve you into a savage on a mission. A man with fire in his eyes and blood on his knuckles. Because if you can walk through pain, if you can endure what most men run from, if you can suffer by choice, then nothing, fear, failure, doubt, not even the world itself can stop you. The man who makes peace with pain becomes the most dangerous force on this planet. Untouchable, unbreakable, unstoppable. Remember this: comfort protects the old you, the weak you, the dreamer who never moved, the man who settled, but pain. Pain builds the new you, the warrior, the king, the weapon. And once you taste that version of yourself, you'll never want the old one back. Rock bottom, that's not the end, that's the beginning. It's the moment when everything is stripped away, your pride, your illusions, your safety net, and all that's left is the truth. Most men hide from it. They numb it, they deny it. But the few who walk into the storm head-on, who lean into the fire instead of running from it, they don't come out the same. They come out reborn. Because rock bottom isn't punishment, it's a test. It's life saying, let's see what you're really made of. Not when it's easy, not when you're winning. But when you've lost it all, who are you when you're broke, abandoned, hated, doubted, forgotten? When you've got nothing left but your fists, your grit, and your will. That's when you meet the real you. The one you buried under comfort. The one with fire in his eyes and war in his heart. Rock bottom isn't your grave, it's your rebirth. It's the start of the only chapter that matters. You've bled. You've failed. You've been humiliated. Good. That means you're free. Now free from the fear of losing. Free from the chains of comfort. Free to fight like you were always meant to. Because strength isn't built in calm, it isn't built in peace. It's built in chaos. It's born in the nights when no one hears your screams. It's forged in mornings when you're starving, shaking, broken. But you still whisper, "Not today, I don't quit today." That's how warriors are made. Not with praise, but with pressure. Not with trophies, but with trauma. The man who's never been broken will never be unbreakable. But the man who's hit bottom and kept moving forward, he's untouchable. Rock bottom is not weakness, it's the place where excuses die, where the boy inside you cries his last tear and the man steps forward. It's where you stop blaming your past, where you stop waiting for rescue, where you grab your pain and wield it like a weapon. Because here's the truth: you're not special because you've suffered. Everyone suffers. You're special if you take that suffering and turn it into strength. If you take that pain and use it to rise, you're dangerous the moment you can say, "That didn't kill me, I'm still standing, now what?" So let them laugh, let them doubt, let them walk away. Because one day, Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day. Soon they'll look around and you'll be gone. Miles ahead, silent, focused, unstoppable. They'll ask how you did it. They'll ask how you survived. And your answer will be simple. I was forged at the bottom. I earned every scar. And I never quit. So if you're at rock bottom right now, if life's got its hands around your throat, good. You're not dying, you're becoming. This isn't the end of you. This is the evolution of you. You're not buried, you're planted. And when you rise, you won't just be stronger. You'll be unrecognizable, you'll walk different, talk different, move different, because you'll carry fire in your eyes and steel in your spine. Remember this, rock bottom is sacred. It's where cowards break and warriors are made. It's where boys quit and kings are born, so stop waiting, stop whining, stop hoping. Stand up, clench your jaw, rise. You've got battles to fight and a legacy to carve into this earth. Rock. Bottom is just the beginning. Now go write the rest of your story in blood, sweat, and steel. Because here's the raw truth most men run from. Every time you avoid pain, you kill your own evolution. Every time you chase comfort, you sabotage your rise. Every time you hide from the fire, you bury the man you were meant to become. You say you want greatness. You say you want strength. You say you want discipline. But what you really want is comfort dressed up as progress. That's why nothing changes. Comfort is a liar. Ease is a drug. Avoiding pain is self-betrayal. That version of you that keeps you awake at night, the one with strength, power, confidence, that he's out there. But he's not on the couch, he's not hitting snooze, he's not skipping the grind. He's in the fire, he's in the struggle. He's waiting on the other side of the pain you keep running from. So understand this, pain is not your punishment, it's your passage. It's not your enemy, it's your forge. Pain is the early morning when no one sees you grind. Pain is the silence after failure when you refuse to stop. Pain is the weight, the hunger, the heartbreak, the fight. Real men don't run from pain. They use it, they embrace it. They grab it by the throat and say, teach me, make me stronger, because you cannot become more without breaking who you were. The strongest men alive didn't escape suffering. They survived it. They buried their weakness under discipline, blood, and sacrifice. You want courage? Face your fear. You want strength? Carry the weight. You want discipline? Show up when it hurts. You want greatness? Bleed for it. Pain is the toll. It's the price of becoming unstoppable. Confidence doesn't come from looking good. Confidence comes from walking through hell and realizing you're still standing. Real strength doesn't come from comfort. It comes from taking hit after hit and refusing to fold. It comes from knowing I've survived worse and I'm still standing. And that kind of strength, it's only born from pain. So let me ask you, what are you running from right now? The truth? Failure? Responsibility? Hard work? Judgment? The weight of your own expectations? Whatever you're avoiding, that's exactly where your power lives. You want to stay average? Keep dodging the pain. But don't you dare lie to yourself and call it trying. Trying is a cop-out. Pain is proof. You say you want to be a warrior? Then step into the battlefield, not when you're ready, but when it's hard. You say you want to lead? Then stop avoiding pressure, because pressure makes diamonds. You say you want respect? Then earn it, when it's raining, when it hurts, when everything in you wants to quit. Because listen, pain is the rite of passage for every man who wants more out of life. You either suffer for your goals, or you suffer for your excuses. There is no in-between, so stop killing your growth by hiding from the grind. Stop delaying your transformation looking for shortcuts. There are no shortcuts. There is only the work, the wait. The war within. Every rep you skip is one step further from the man you could have been. Every early morning you sleep through is one more day wasted. Every time you choose comfort, you abandon the mission, and you weren't born to play small. You weren't built to stay soft. You were built to rise through the pain, so the next time it hurts, don't run. Smile, grit your teeth. Walk straight into it, because on the other side of pain is the man who doesn't break. He builds, he conquers, he becomes untouchable. Understand this. Pain is the entry fee for power. Not the fake kind that looks good on social media. Not rented. Suits, fake smiles, borrowed confidence. I'm talking about real power. The kind of power that walks into a room and doesn't need to say a word. The kind of power that doesn't flinch when life goes dark. The kind of power that doesn't fold, doesn't bow, doesn't break. And if you want that, there's a price. And the price is pain. You don't get power until you've been powerless. You don't get strength until you've been weak and fought back. You don't get respect until you've bled for it. There are no hacks, no quick fixes, no book, no coach, no quote, no routine can substitute for this one thing. Suffering. Yeah, I said it. You must suffer. Because suffering is the filter, it's the gate, it's the furnace where the weak get burned away and the strong are forged. It's the process that destroys the average and builds the savage. You think you'll become powerful without pain? That's not how this works. You can dress strong, talk strong, act like a lion. But until you've suffered for something, you haven't earned power. You've only rented an image. Pain is the currency of transformation, and most men go broke. They want the results. They want the glow up, the success, the strength, the freedom. But they don't want the hours. They don't want the early mornings and late nights. They don't want the sweat, the scars, the heartbreak, the sacrifice. They want to feel powerful, but they don't want to bleed for it. But you don't get to avoid pain. You only get to choose it. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The pain of showing up tired, or the pain of watching someone else take what could have been yours. The pain of lifting when your muscles are screaming, or the pain of watching your body collapse from neglect. The pain of pushing through rejection, failure, and heartbreak, or the pain of looking in the mirror at a man who quit. Let me tell you something. Pain is not the enemy. It is the price. Avoid it, and you stay soft. You stay lost. You stay powerless. But if you face it, if you embrace it, if you suffer now so you can stand tall later, you change, you evolve. You build a version of yourself that cannot be broken. Look around. This world is full of men who've never felt real pain, and that's why they crumble under pressure. They talk big, they post quotes, they flex in selfies, but one betrayal, one failure, one storm, and they shatter. Why? Because they skip the pain. They skip the reps, they skip the nights alone, they skip the rejection, the sacrifice, the fight. They built castles out of dust, and when the wind came, they vanished. But not you. You're here to build something different, something indestructible, and it won't come cheap. You'll bleed, you'll sweat, you'll be laughed at, your legs will shake, your heart will doubt, and you'll wonder if it's worth it. And then one day, you'll realize the truth. The pain wasn't killing you, it was building you. It was forging you into something terrifying, something powerful, something unshakable. You will rise, not in comfort but in chaos, not in peace but in pressure, not in applause but in agony. You want power, real power, then get comfortable walking into the dark. Learn to love pain. Thank it every time it knocks, because every ounce of it is carving you into a different breed. So don't run, don't flinch, don't fold. The pain is your test, the pain is your coach, the pain is your opportunity. Every rep, every tear, every lonely night, that's power being earned, not given. Earned. Let the weak chase comfort. Let the soft chase ease. Let the average chase excuses, but you were born for more, built for more, burning for more, and if it costs pain, pay double. Because you're not here to survive. You're here to conquer. To dominate. To rise as the man no one saw coming. Because you trained in hell while they slept in comfort. Pain is the entry fee. Now step up and pay in full. That pain you feel? It's not your enemy. It's your evidence. Proof you're leveling up. Proof you're walking where others run. Proof you're building what they never will. Growth hurts, but staying the same hurts more. So when life gets heavy, don't run, don't fold, don't quit. Smile, grit your teeth. Walk into the fire, because every step through pain is one step closer to the man who cannot be broken. And when you rise, you won't just be stronger. You'll be unstoppable.